I'd always wanted my own business, and I took some chocolate classes and I started a small chocolate business. I didn't really tell anybody what I was doing because my kids thought I was insane. It took me 4 months of experimenting with all different ingredients and different ratios, and suddenly I came up with this product and I was like, I got it. So Undercover Snacks are crispy quinoa, lightly covered in premium chocolate, just super delicious. When we first started, we had a conversation with a major coffee retailer who said, we don't typically do something like this, but we will do a trial in 300 stores if you tell us for sure that you can manufacture enough product to be in 8,000 stores in 3 months if we pick up the product. And I said, I'm sure there's got to be some way I could do that. So initially, we were writing things on the wall with chalk.
You know, put our orders down, we'd write it in chalk, and we decided if we want to play in the big leagues, we need to be more sophisticated. So at the time, we were on QuickBooks. QuickBooks was fine for tracking our balance sheet and income statement, but there was no intelligence. And then ultimately, as we started to really grow, we needed to get ahead of things and many steps ahead of things, and that's where we ended up ultimately selected NetSuite.
We now have our products in about 20,000 stores across the United States and in several countries around the world. And we are also now the complimentary snack on United Airlines. We're clearly a real company. We're not doing this on a chalkboard on a wall anymore.
For like traceabilities and recall purposes, you have to track everything that comes in down to the lot code. So if we get 100 pounds of cherries in and we know the lot code, we have to track it all the way back to like the final end product and where it goes. So NetSuite does all of that for us. And like we had a different system and it took us like a while to do those. Now with NetSuite, we just type in a few little buttons and it'll send the report in like 5 minutes. And our auditors are always impressed. They're like, how do you do this so fast?
This is paid for itself, you know, exponentially. I can't even say multiples. It's exponentially because, you know, again, it gets us in the door. It allows us to, you know, stand toe-to-toe with much, much bigger companies. I mean, some of the biggest companies in the world. And we can go head-to-head systems-wise with anybody.
We were sort of in a go big or go home way of approaching the world, and we really stayed ahead by very quickly implementing NetSuite even when we were much smaller. But we saw the opportunity early on and we really believed in what we were doing.